There we go. What's going on, everybody? Testing 1, 2, 3. Kind of on a little hiatus break here as I got some work going on in the background here, so thought I'd make a quick little video here. So, as of this video, I have just looked online. I'll put a link in the description. There are 48, that's right, 48 examples left for sale in the United States of 2026 Mark 5 Toyota Supra Final Editions. And I'm not sure if they're going to be getting any more. I'm not sure. You probably can't even get an allocation anymore. I believe production has officially stopped, I think, as of like the 1st of next month. So these might be the last ones. I've looked around extensively. There's a few that are above MSRP. And then there's some more examples that have like the GT package on them, the decals, all that stuff. I think they're right around between MSRPs, right around between 70 to 71 and 74, which I know that sounds high. That sounds a little high, but I would say anywhere between 70 to 74 is right around what they're going for at the moment. So the reason why I'm making this video, I'm sure you guys have seen I've made a lot of Supra content in the last few days. I just got the car back from First Impression Auto Detailing from Vin in San Jose, so I can thank you, Vin, for all the amazing work you did on the car. It's flawless, so thank you. Got 500 miles on the car now, about 700 to go for break-in before Gazoo Racing Day on the 9th for track day. And even sorry, my shirt's a little but even got my little Toyota shirt, so wearing even the Toyota shirt to work today, one of them. So let's talk about this car. Let's talk about my impressions of it. Let's talk about if you think it's worth it. Look, I'm a horrible influence. I'll continue to spend your money, so don't make a bad financial decision on my behalf. Don't upset your wife or your partner going and dropping some money on a Supra without talking to him first, okay? So that's my disclaimer, because I'll talk you up a storm. I'll get you signing papers on one of these in 5 minutes if I'm not careful. But let's talk about it. All right, hands down, I gotta tell you, hands down, this is without a doubt the best driving car I've ever driven. Like, I'm not kidding. Compared to the C8 Corvette with the Z51 package, compared to my C7 Stingray, compared to my 2SS Camaros I've had, compared to my family's old GTO from like 05, I think it was. Gosh, what else can I think of? Oh, the Alfa Romeo 4C, compared to the Alfa Romeo 4C I've driven in. You know, I've been in Lamborghini Huracans. They're fun, they're great, they're fantastic cars. Ferrari 458s, again, fantastic cars, but you're looking at vehicles, in my opinion, that are not really, I mean, the Huracan you could daily, the R8 you could, it shares the same platform, that's a good car. But it's out of a lot of people's price range, especially the 458, and especially, I think, especially the Huracan. You might be able to find some decent examples for like 150 to 180,000, and then of course you've still got the maintenance on these cars. They're exotics. So, you know, when you're kind of going from that $70,000 range all the way up to something that's like really high, like 6 figures, I don't think that it's fair to compare in that price range. But that being said, you know, they're exotics. But aside from that, I will say that this car, without a doubt, this final edition is the best driving car I've ever been in. And it puts the launch edition, even though mine was kind of messed up, but it puts the launch edition to shame. You can really feel the differences they've made in 6 years. You can feel the differences and the changes and the iterations from each design change, every little revision that they did about the car. I think someone told me yesterday, it's like a 6-port motor now. Definitely not 387 horsepower. This thing, I might have to get on a dyno after break-in, but it is pushing well over 400. I would say 430 to 450 horsepower at least. It is quick. I mean, compared to the C8 Corvette I have with the C51 package, and compared to the Porsche Carrera GT I tried, I think it was a little over a year and a half ago. This car is freaking quick. I think it'll be the C8 Corvette off the line. Maybe not hook right away. He's got to find its rears, but dude, this thing will take you from 0 to 120 just like that. 0 to 150 just like that. I mean, you think I'm kidding you? This car is insanely fast for what it is, and I really do also want to caution people about that too. If you go out and buy one of these things, respect the car, number one. Please, I'm telling you, please don't go out and hot rod it. Give it time to break in. Give it 100 miles or so, 150, 200. You'll smell it. You'll smell all the pieces. You'll smell the engine. You'll smell all the parts. I still smell the stuff breaking in on my car, and it's got 500 miles on it now. But please do not go hot rodding this thing. Be very careful, because it's a rear-wheel drive sports car. It's got 3,400 pounds, and it's got a lot of horsepower. And that rear will break loose if you're not careful. That being said, why is this car worth it? Everything about the car has been flawless. Absolutely flawless. When you get your seating position in, the Alcantara seats, they have really good bolstering. They've got 4-way adjustable lumbar support, driver and passenger side. So you do have those really comfortable bucket seats. When you get in the car and you set your position and you kind of sit in it, it's almost a little uncanny, because you're not used to really sitting in it like a bucket, kind of like this, and your back kind of does a little bit of this. You kind of want to adjust it a little further back in the seat to where you're kind of like this, almost like a go-kart in a way. And you'll get your leg position, and you'll adjust your mirrors on either side. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that when you sit in this position, the car feels like an extension. It feels like it's an extension of yourself and your surroundings, so that way you can, you feel comfortable when you're making quick movements and adjustments. You can see it, because you do have blind spots in your pillars. So be very careful with blind spots on either side. But that being said, I got the car out this morning. I normally commute on the ferry over to work, but I had to take it in today. So I drove it, got up early, drove in through Marin, went up to like Vista Point above the Golden Gate Bridge, got some really good shots of the car, some good video, and then I drove it into work and valet parked it. When I get off work, I'm gonna unvalet park it and go drive it some more. So yeah, it's a very special car. And when I showed it at Newark at one of the super mates with the other car meets on Sunday, sorry, the wind's blowing, it feels good. But when I was showing the car, kids, just so many kids, I couldn't believe it, just how many kids, and how many kids with their dads and families just were, because I had the car popped up with the hood and everything, and I just loved how there's like a whole nother generation of kids who are just turning into car guys, and it's just like, yes, love the Supra. So it's a very, very special car. That's all I can say. And if you're on the fence about getting one, I'm gonna just say it, if you have the financial means to do it and you're comfortable making because it's going to be a pretty big payment. It's a lot of car for the price. But if you're comfortable making the payment, all that kind of stuff. Sorry, ferry's leaving. I'm just going to say it. Go get one. go get one now. Call a dealership out of state if you're in California. Call a dealership anywhere. Call any of them. Go on Car Gurus. I'll put the link in the description for the Instagram post. I've done a nationwide search for all of Mark 5 final editions in the United States. There's 48 examples. There are some that are over MSRP, yes, and you don't want to get to that point where you only see 15 of these cars available in 6 months. I doubt you'll even find these in 6 months. I think they're all going to be gone. I would say within 6 months they're all going to be gone. So unless there's like a late build coming in or something, or the last trickle cars coming in. But if you can find one, and if you have the means, you need to go get one. Like today, you need to go call a dealership, arrange professional transport, get it from a corporate store, have them just eat the transportation cost and get it to your door. I'm telling you right now, these cars, in my opinion, if this car sold for $120,000, I'd pay it. And that sounds outrageous. That sounds ludicrous. Until you actually get in this thing and you drive it and you compare it to a 911, you compare it to a Cayman, you know, a Carrera G, whatever the other ones are, the Cayman S or whatever the step down ones, or you know, a C8 Corvette. These cars are incredibly good. Incredibly good. The brakes, the track brakes on them are insane. The diff, the tune they did on this car. I mean, it's all the little, that's the thing, it's all the little things they did on this version, and the iterations, the changes in the 6 years of the car, and the refinement, and it all added up into this final edition. I'm telling you, it's more than just seats and a seat belt or badging. This thing feels absolutely ludicrous. It is going to be a track demon. The car inspires so much confidence, and I will tell you, the car really comes alive when you can get it on a coastal road, Highway 1, you know, something like that. You go up the coast here, you get those mountain coastal roads, you go through Muir Woods, you come out the other side, you know, going through like all the way up to, I went to like Point Reyes on Saturday early in the morning. Oh, sorry, Sunday. Drove all the way down to Newark, but this car, it excels in everything. The handling, the comfort, the looks, the sound. Even the sound of the motor sounds deeper and more mean than my launch edition did. It's just the way they've done this car is just it's amazing. So you know, what I don't want is I don't want people to be on the fence about this thing, not know what it is, and then it goes by in 6 months you can't get one, or God forbid they're all gone, and you know, in a couple years these things are worth $90,000. I guarantee you they're going to be worth a lot of money. Even the 2020s, even the launch editions now are selling used what they commanded brand new. There's guys getting $50,000, $55,000 out of a launch edition, you know, from a 2020 low mileage. Even you know, mid mileage cars are commanding, you know, high 40s, low 50s. And these final editions, yeah, they're never going down in price. They're only gonna skyrocket, because this example, this car is just amazing. Sorry, there's a helicopter coming over me. It's a beautiful day today too. But yeah, my verdict on this car, if I had to give it a rating, I'd give it a 12 out of 10. I'm never selling this car. Don't even ask. Don't even ask me. I don't care what you offer me, I'm not selling it. I have looked for a car like this for 30 years since I was a kid. I've always wanted a car like this, and every once in a while that something like this comes along where they make something really special, and Toyota hit it out of the park. Toyota Toyota and BMW both crushed this thing, crushed it completely. the collaboration, just the way they turn this thing into such a weapon and such a looker too. That car in black with those Morimoto Mark IV lights, man, it's almost criminal how good that car looks. So that's my verdict, everybody. If you can afford one, if you can make the payment, if you can find one, go online. I'll put the link in the description of the post here for a search. Might be a long link, forgive me. But look nationwide, look for a final edition, get you an automatic or a manual, whatever you want, get whatever color you want, and just get one. Get one now before you can't, before they run out of them, because these things are going fast. I already saw another final edition at the meet in Newark yesterday, so they're around, but worth every single penny. It's worth every single penny. I have no qualms about my purchase. I have no regrets. I want to pay the car off early and keep it forever. So please, if you can get one, please, please, please don't pay over MSRP unless you have to. But if you have to, I understand. These are a little bit special cars, but you still have time. So go get one. Safe driving. Good luck. See you on the road. Have a good one.